Welcome back to MVP Fishing. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Took me a little while, but I finally caught a fresh skipjack. Man, them little suckers are hard to hook. I almost spent 2 hours over there. Must be 50 bites, and they finally had to go to like a little micro crappie jig with a double rig and a weightless to finally hook the little suckers. But we are back. Got skipjack herring on there. Got a double rig on that one too. You know, I actually saw who's coming in. We have just give me a second. I gotta focus in on this sucker. Ooh, what the heck was that across the way? Welcome back. Welcome into the channel. Oh, give me a break. I hate these daggone screens. Thanks for coming in. What's going on? Yeah, I finally made it in. If you could type your name out in white, that would be great so I can see you. Oh, PA, what's going on? I see you now. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I just had to focus in on it. Yeah, I've got the double lenses on, so I have to focus in. Well, tell you what, no time like the present. Let's get that rod out.
Sorry about that. Yeah, there's been some interesting fish coming up there.
I actually, crazy enough, I saw a alligator gar coming out of the water down here with a little baby walleye in its mouth. I kid you not. It was coming out of the water. CBA next time. See, we have Seren. Thanks for coming in, folks. Appreciate you. Oh, Sandra, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. What's going on? Appreciate you coming in. Let me just... Yeah, that glare is a little bad right now, so bear with me. There we go. I'm hoping to get some interesting fish today. I got where did it go? I left my other rod over there, wheeling rocks where I was. Hang on, be right back. But you know how they are down there. Sorry about that train, but we'll be by in a couple minutes. I got a little double crappie rig on here.
Artificial doesn't work. I do have a few worms like rig up like a little jig head crawler on. crazy fast here. This I've been standing here throwing off the dang near foot. Yes, what's going on here with the backbone here, man? Yes, we go over there. I finally figured out how the technique that they would hit. I finally started using the skipjack like crazy. That's pretty fun. It's like every cast. Hey. Alright, train's finally by. Sorry about that. You guys are awesome, folks. Thanks. I appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna leave the double rig on. I really don't want to take this off yet. Later on, this is definitely going to work for white bass and stuff. So I'm just going to put a little light crawler off of one of these hooks and a little itty bitty sliver of skipjack. I've seen some. There was a big alligator gar that had like a pound walleye in its mouth. I'm not kidding you. I swear to God, I'm not kidding you. I'm not sure if it got away, but it was trying. It was definitely trying. I'm just going to put a little sliver on here, maybe get one of them little walleye to hit. And on the other one, I'll just put a little night crawler on. This is fresh skipjack. This isn't frozen. I just caught this stuff. Should be really good. I'm hoping for some different species. Maybe one of them big gars. Walleye would be nice. I'll take some little blue cat. I'll take some little flatties. Take some drum. Whatever's going to be hitting. Hook's kind of going. Little sliver. A little itty chunk. And on this one, I think I'll put the other hook. I'll put a night crawler on it. I think that bobber off kind of drifted down here on the bottom. Just tuning in, we just started. Thanks, folks, I appreciate you. I'll get your comments here in just a minute. Man, that's a big one, just busted. Most of them are big gar, I mean, massive, 3.5, 4, 5 feet long gar. That looks kind of interesting, don't it? Where do I cast it? I guess I could cast it down here in his background leg, you know, kind of drip down this stuff down here. That's casting straight out. And it's holding out there too. bite. See that? I moved it, don't grab it. That's on skipjack. Could be big old gar or something, I don't know. This is big gar, you see, hitting again. I think that's a gar. Gotta have the drag set. I forgot. Didn't beam it off though. It's not that deep down, it's about 4 or 5 feet top. I've gotten some big fish in that shallow water. Big old flatties like to move into that shallow stuff. Occasionally a decent sized blue cat. I think that looks pretty good.
See how that camera feed is for you guys. We're looking pretty good. Yep, that looks pretty on cue. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Appreciate you. We have Spike in. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. 5 in, 7 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. Appreciate you. We're just getting started. The live's like not more than 10 minutes on. Yeah, that glare is just horrific today. And that one wire needs to be set up just a little bit. Yeah, that further rod.
There. There's some walleye down here. I need to watch what I'm doing. I need to be really active with that hook there. We got it in the mouth, whatever it is. I bet you that's a big old gar. Picking up and dropping it.
brought this to try and come down the glare, but I don't think it's working that good. We have Dirty, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. And Fishhead, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you guys. We just got started. If I put something over it just right, the glare is minimized, but it's got to be just right. Yeah, we're just trying down here, seeing what's going on. I had the body camera on there recording some stuff about those skipjack over there, so if all else fails, I can go over there, set up the camera, and we can mess with white bass and skipjack for a while. But I'm sure we're gonna get bites here. It's just hooking the dang things. Those big gar are tricky. You gotta let them basically swallow it, and then hope to God they don't slice that line, because that's just 12-pound mono. You going to the river then? What's well, there's a little shad flick at the top. Awesome, you guys could join me today. Appreciate the views, appreciate the comments. Should have brought my umbrella. Come to think of it, I should probably have brought it. Who do we have? Double Hook, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we're trying a few, well, I'm going to try this spot a little bit. I guess then I'll have to move down. I really want to get to that wall down there and fish it, but that would be really good. We just got started. I mean, we only been on 20 minutes. And there was some big old gar hitting down here. I'd really like to hook one of them, but hooking them suckers could take all day. I did have an idea. I was gonna mount the camera on my body straps, but then I couldn't get. I don't like how that's all pixelated when you're moving around. It's tough to run it like that. And unfortunately, I've spilt all my dang coffee. Just got a little bit of a sip left. Crap. It was fine. I turned around and apparently the sand gave underneath it and collapsed, and now it's sand coffee. That's probably my second last drink. New Jersey Maniac was talking about that the other day. He, just like me, he hates spilling stuff. Kind of stopped up here for some reason today. Let's go on.
glue on there with a wet bait. Heck, anything needs that. I think we're going to more live. Live on the very quick. Did get a bite. When I'm drifting down there when proper jig, there's all kinds of wood fish down here. There's plenty of bigger ones in the shallow too. That's not bad. Let's try. There it goes. It's deeper over there. Further you go to the left, the deeper you're going to get. Appreciate you folks tuning in.
Keep me company down here. Yeah. My coffee's spilled. It happens. What are you gonna do? Oh, phone call, gotta go. Alright, I'll see him. Sarah, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Never mind, no phone calls. Yeah, I try to remember to turn mine on silent, which, by the way, reminds me. Why don't I just, you reminded me, Sarah. Better make sure my call is, the volume's down so you guys don't get confused. Like, is that my phone ringing? Hey, Cindy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. We also have Angling, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Yes, sir. Anthony, what's going on? Double tap that screen for me. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Always good. Only takes a second, you know. Trying to get this set up so I have a glare thing here so I can see it. Did I miss Snuggles? Double hook. Says Anthony. Just saying hello. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Anthony. 10 people in. 18 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. I appreciate that. I thought for sure one of them big gar would hit. I mean, I thought for sure one of them big gar would hit. That one's got me stumped. Usually put a piece of fresh skipjack out in front of a big gar and he's going to hit it. I had a couple bites out there, but you could see they were just picking up and dropping it, picking it up and dropping it. Must not be hungry. I might be getting, sick of skipjack too down here. There's so many of them running right now. I can't get this situated with it being on. I want to tie this on, but unfortunately I can't get it quite there. Joe J, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, folks. Cindy got to pay me a visit. Thank you. Always awesome to have you on the live feeds. Appreciate you. I watched the other night your long form video catching skipjack down there. I'm not sure, what were you using, a rooster tail or a AP? What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, this is a beautiful little spot. We're down on the Mississippi, down by the Arch in St. Louis. And if I turn the camera around, you guys could see, let me quickly just pop this around. Can you guys see that waterfall behind me? Yeah, that runs into the Mississippi too right here. It's a little currenty thing, and that's great for skipjack, white bass, all kinds of stuff. And we actually got a day where there's not a million-mile-per-hour wind. And with that water pushing up against that tip, there are a lot of white bass and stuff across that thing coming in there, hitting, feeding on little minnows, little fry, all kinds of little fun little stuff I can catch on artificials. And I really want to try down by that wall today. I just gotta. You ever have that feeling where you think, well, one spot's gonna be good over the rest of them? I just got that feeling. I want to try it. All the way down by that rock face down there, way down there. You can see right past that point. I mean, it gets super, super, super deep down there. I'll give this 4 minutes. Give me a chance to pull up all my stuff in gear. This was just a thought. I was hoping some of them big gar would hit, but evidently they're being a pain. You're gonna be in the shade down there too, so I can see the screen much better. That's another big one just busted. Yeah, that gar was over 20 pounds easy. That's a big one. Well, we're gonna move down to that rock. There's an iron rock face way down here by that point. Past this first point, down to the next point. It goes to about maybe 35, 40 feet of water. I think that's kind of where, if I'm going to find a big catfish today, I think that's where I'm going to find him. See them things spraying minnows there? There are all kinds of different species. Walleye, sauger, white bass, skipjack. They're tough to get though. You gotta be sneaky little suckers. Pick up my fresh cut stuff here. Make sure I grab everything. I don't want to leave anything. Last time I left my lighter down here. That wasn't fun. I think we should move down that rock face. That one's a tricky walk, though. She'd probably go up and back down. We'll wing it. Yeah, we'll wing it. No, I don't think anyone's gonna grab my jacket. Jacket, I'll leave it here. One less thing to carry. don't think it's got anything in the pockets. Pretty sure he ain't got nothing in his pockets. I think we're good with that. Yeah, this is obviously.
I'm surprised I'm not getting any bites. That little technique when you're bouncing down that sandy rock stuff. Usually dynamite for like walleye and sauger and today down here. We've got options. It's still early. Fleeting thought, a passing thought. Then late plans, right, folks?
Wouldn't benefit is everything's rigged up. All I have to do is walk us down there. Take your Dramamine. Apologize in advance for how many times I'm gonna be slipping. Yeah, this is the fun part. This sand is it's just powder. We were going all the way down to them rocks today. I ain't messing around. I know exactly where I want to go. Assuming I don't break my butt down here. These rocks are all alluvial and the sand's just powder. Yeah, we're just making a quick move to that spot. Not sure why I couldn't get one to hit down here. Them good big gar were up feeding. Yeah, see all the way down there, that rock? That's a big thing of iron they used to park the barges on way back in the day. And this water's going fast up. That point I was fishing before, it's gone. This might be a great spot here, but you know what? I'd rather go all the way down. I've been avoiding this because of how difficult the walk is, but heck, let's go do it. Probably easier, like I said, if I go up, because the rocks aren't quite as bad up high. Everyone's tuning in to watch to see if I fall. Yeah, the rocks aren't quite as bad up here. Still bad. Here, that one rolled all the way down into the river. I should have started down here, but figured I'd start the live feed down there. See if I can get one in big gar to hit, but yeah, they weren't having nothing to do with it. Pick your rocks, Michael. Make sure you know where your footing going. Almost. That rock looked fine. Yeah, let's see. Right by that tree right there. That looks like an awesome spot. That stump sticking out. That means I'm almost there. It's a workout for an old man like me. Why do you only weigh 125 pounds, Michael? You were walking down on these rocks day by day. You wouldn't weigh that much either. You'd lose all that baby fat. Okay, Charlie horse. All right, this looks dynamite here. Let me just get this camera set up here. Where am I gonna put the rod? What do you think? I guess I could set her up right here. Right here. Trying to get the best camera view that I can. Right there. That looks pretty nice there. To stabilize it. I ain't got a tripod yet, folks. I got a camera mount. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, we're in St. Louis, Missouri. Jay Fishing, thanks for coming in. We also have Yee Watch. Thanks for coming in, appreciate you. Alright, I think we're ready to go here. Looks pretty good to me. Get those rods set up right there. I think we'll be good. Yeah, this is the fun part. Setting up the rocks so you've got a place to put your rods. Now, you guys ain't seen this spot in a while. The snakies. There's some nice big copperheads down here. Water moccasins, whatever. They venomous, whatever they are. They ain't water snakes. Alright. First cast for this one. Look how deep that is. Just it's like 15, 20 feet deep right by the bank. Just tuning in, thank you, appreciate you. Welcome into the channel. That camera obviously needs to be fixed up just a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay here. I really don't even want to cast this thing here. We got a lot of snags down in this spot, unfortunately.
every spot you got to do this. Not quite exactly right. I think that'll do. All right. See how the camera feed is.
That looks pretty good. You need to be turned just a little bit. Just the tiniest bit. All right, I think we're good. See, we have, oh, Buzztail, thanks for coming in. We also have, what to carry. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you folks visiting me. Wenda. Yeah, I just call you WD. Oh, there's a bite.
Bite on that one. See that? We have a, what do we have? Drum bud. Hey, big old drummy. Well, the move was at least worth it. That's a big guy there. First fish of the day. Had to move. Get the night crawler. Ah, come on. Give me a break. Yeah, he's mean, that one. Don't make me go get my pliers. Put them right in the jaw. Let me get my hook, buddy. He ain't hooked that good. Just in the right spot. Rud, man. Look at that. Just straighten it out. Well, I can bend it back. That's a jig head, so they're relatively cheap. First fish. Took me long enough to get that one unhooked, huh? Yeah, I had him right in the, the jaw part there. The only spot that's really tough. That one hit the jig head crawler, that one. We're gonna bend it back. Don't get anything too big on it. I think I got that. What to do with my worms, Michael? I know what to do with them. Put them in here. That box out of the way too is probably in your viewpoint. I don't know why I left that in there. Don't worry about that. I've been noticing that box and stuff is bending away on my live. Might be one of them days where skipjack's not working. Maybe they just won't worm. happens down here sometimes. I'll do that. Back off the back. Oh, I still got this thing on the back. First fish.
We have Jay fishing. Yep. Drum, woohoo! $11 in, 26 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I appreciate that. Make sure my hand's not in a little snaky's mouth, because that's no fun. There's some mean little suckers down here. It might be a worm day. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they want worms instead of cut bait. Sometimes they want cut bait instead of worms. All depends upon them, not me. I just put it out there and see if they'll hit it. If that's the case, I'll probably put worm on that other rod too. Got like 2 dozen. I mean, it's a shame to waste the skipjack. I've got a double hook on there. I might put worm on one, just like the other one. One benefit of down here, at least we're further away from the dang trains. 14 in, 27 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. That looks like a pretty dang good angle. Evidently, we were further away from the iron bridge. Looks like the signal's coming in better. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that, James. The dang thing was messing up on me again. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Yeah, sometimes I gotta check that chat. It'll do something weird. It's Sunday, so there's been some cat boats running around. Those are guiding service. They might be having a tournament down here on Mississippi. They do that, some catfish tournaments down here sometimes. Yeah, here comes a boat. Well, she's racing. There's like 6 people in that boat. That boat's catfish room is almost as big as my room is. Ruben will salt red bloodworms. I haven't done much saltwater fishing over the years. I do know that shrimp is a pretty good bait for. So is crab, and on beaches a lot of times those type of bloodworms and live in the sand and stuff. They work pretty good. Been a long time since I've been on saltwater, so. Yeah, we're working on it down here. I got double rigs on both one. Worm and skipjack on the far rod, and I've got just plain skipjack herring on the closer rod there. Don't know why you retracted that comment. Seemed like a decent question to me. As far as fishing the river and lakes, you know, for warmer species of fish, I've got a lot of years of experience, but sea fishing, I do know that when I was fishing, let's see, NF, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, appreciate you. Paddle tail and swim baits are always a good, you know, type of lure to be casting, you know, on a weighted jig head. Just kind of match the hatch, whatever kind of size of bait fish is around. If you're going to be casting an artificial, that's really good. Just said shrimp is a really good bait. I didn't do a lot of saltwater fishing. I did some off piers and that sort of thing, but it's been quite a while. Yep, strong lines and poles. This is, yeah, definitely some bigger, heavier duty rods than what I'm using. Quite a lot of times just for the distance you need to wait to cast out to where the fish are. Here, I mean, it's, what, 10 feet deep. You can cast pretty close to the shoreline and get into some super deep water. I did a little bit of redfish fishing with, what is it, the live shrimp and the rattle bobber. Caught a piece speckled trout like that. Like I said, it's been years since I was down in the Gulf of Mexico, down in Texas. That's where I fish the ocean pretty much, is down there. Didn't do it much. It's a very difficult and very different type of fishing. Hang on, let me check these rods. Freshen if necessary. Surprised the skipjack hasn't got fine. That casting sideways down the shoreline does not work. I'll pick the off one. Yeah, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it don't. That's okay. I would need an excuse to put a slip sinker on this anyways. Yeah, these rocks can be a little pescuous when it comes to losing gear. You'll probably just put a slip sinker and a straight hook on this so I find the angle on which I can fish here without getting snagged. Don't have much gear left, folks, unfortunately. Let's see. I need a small 2 ounces. I don't have that heavy a line on, so I can hold with a smaller weight. Finding one. Oh. Yeah, man, I don't have any smaller weights left. No mistake. It's okay, this 1 ounce will work, because I'd rather have something a little smaller. Like, they're probably in that bag. I've got 2 of these bags, and I think I may have left them in that other bag. I got some bigger weights, that'll work. Tiny hook. Crappie hook. You'd be amazed at what you find in the bottom of your bag and box, looking around. How the heck did that get there? I don't remember leaving that there. That'll work. I think I'll use this with the spring for a wacky rig, and I just threw it in the bottom. That's where this one comes from. Got terrible short-term memory, a heck of a long-term one. Good. What I have to do. I might be running back to the bait shop tomorrow. There's probably 30 hooks at the bottom of this thing. Spending the time to search for them. Always be a nuisance. That'll work. It's a little bigger than what I'm used to using down here. I don't really need it. There's one dying worm. Gotta get rid of it. One thing about your worms, you always gotta keep an eye out for that sort of thing. Dying worm. Because one worm will kill the rest of them. Maybe just put this straight out. Put that one straight out. That's quite high enough, is it?
with rod placement. Now, this one looks like it's not going to snag here. Might just be over there. It's going to get snagged. I'm interested to see if there's any catfish down here. Should put a pressed piece of skip. I should have done that. I should have put a pressed piece of skipjack on the rod. I had that same stuff on that other spot down there. I should have put a new one on. I think that's good.
Watch it, Michael. Watch it. How's the fishing going, Sandy? Just one big drum so far. We moved down here. I thought there might be some fishing down here. Some better stuff down here in the deeper water. I don't seem to be getting any bites down here either. It's at the end of the season down here. We're just a couple of days from beginning of trout season. That water's got to be 40, 39, 40 degrees tops. That stuff's cold. Rosen, don't give up. No, I'm not going to. I was getting a lot of strikes down there with those skipjack and white bass, but you guys get bored of me catching them. I think you do. I'm not sure. Might just be me. Might as well dig out a couple stuff here on in my box here. Make sure I've got it ready to go for later. That little hook will help. Just need a crappie jig now. I just bought 30 of them dang things. Guys, just coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. 35 thumbs up. Do the skipjack and bass bite all year? No, actually they don't. They're pretty much when the water gets cold, that transitional period, you'll have them schooling up. Well, when the water's hot, they don't bite at all. And when the water's cold, they don't bite at all. I mean, you know, when the ice and stuff on the... Eventually, you'll get chunks of ice floating down this river. That's when I'm trout fishing for good for a while. At least for a month or so, because that... even a fire won't keep you warm and that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're they're the kind of, I'm sure if you had a boat out there and you were drifting out there deep and had the sonar and everything where you could find the schools, you could probably get them year long. But as far as the shoreline is concerned, they don't hang around 24/7, 365 days a year around the bank. Yeah, I found a nice little bag of Bobby Garlands. Is that a bite on worm? Might just be the current. Yeah, that's a big old weight. Come on, crappy pig heads. I know you guys are around here somewhere. And there's one. Woo, I found one. Who is that? River Rat, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're down here on the Mississippi again. We're down here by that iron wall over to the left. And we're trying to see if there's any bigger fish down here before I'll go back and, mess with those skipjack and white bass and everything a little later on. We just been in an hour. I got one big old drum. That's about it. Had a couple bites. There were some big alligator gar moving up down there, and I wanted to fish for them for a little while, and had a couple of them, pick the bait up and run with it, but they wouldn't swallow it. And you know how them alligator gar are, they got to swallow the dang thing for you to hook them. I mean, you'll get them 1,000 times and set the hook on them 1,000 times, you'll miss them 1,000 times. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, there might be some kids watching, folks, so you never know. You gotta watch that stuff. Focus is off. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was looking through the thing. I'm probably messed up the view there, didn't I? Better? Alright, sorry about that. I've had some trouble with some mods blocking people when they shouldn't have, and I like to check whenever a message is deleted. Good job on that one. Has anyone seen the old George Carlin video? I think he said like there's 26 different words that you cannot say on television. Yeah, it is beautiful down here. It's kind of, if I turn it a little bit, you guys can see that wall. And helicopter, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, not a lot of action, I'm afraid. Looks like the catfish and that sort of stuff are going to be a little bit stingy today. I mean, I can understand why. There's thousands of skipjack and everything down here. They're obviously not hungry. I might be fishing for other species of fish today. I mean, I can always put on an artificial, go down there and fish for Sleepy J. Have work today? Yeah, I'm off. They called me early this morning and said, "Nah, you don't have to come in." Okay, ain't gonna argue with me. I'm not. Want me to come in? You don't want me to come in? Fine. I'll go out fishing. Sleep. Here's somebody up there. You want that? You want? I want to go fishing. You always calling sick one day. I can't come in. And you'd be getting your rods together in the background. And, oh, you owe me coming today. I'm not feeling so. Everybody does it. Send you your number so you don't miss her lives. I do not know why YouTube is acting all wonky this weekend. Because I did not get a message either from her when she did her last live. I saw her long form video where she was, catching all those skipjack. That was fun. But her live feed, I did not get to see. Because I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. But the bell usually wakes me up. Usually. Yeah, this is weird. Have you ever fished the opposite bank? Back in the day when I was younger, but that's the Illinois side. I'd have to buy another license to fish it. This is the Missouri side. And that's actually not the shoreline across the way. The shoreline is over that and across some more water, and it's a solid sand bank as far as the eye can see. You missed the entire chat trolling this guy because it demanded my number. Yeah, I don't blame you. Just don't get caught doing it. Or at least use a backup account. Who do we have in? We have Donna. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. What am I trying to catch? Whatever's out here, man. I mean, I'll catch it up anything. Right now, it's kind of slow. I'd take a grass carp, buffalo, drum. To be honest, the only 2 things I've caught today are the skipjack herring that I'm using for bait and a drum that evidently I'm not sure what we've got so much skipjack and so much bait right now that the water's getting colder, the fish's metabolisms are getting slower. They don't need to eat as much. You had someone demand your number, refused, then they said they were a kid. Yeah, I do not trust online type stuff in our today era. You know what I mean? I don't like the idea that if you're talking to someone, you could, just mention the wrong word and wind up being some undercover cop and you get in trouble or something. I would say anything like that. It's just, you know how it is. I mean, there are a lot of bait and stuff going on that you could just, be talking and late at night and just mention something incorrectly, and you might get in trouble. Or you might have someone that's spamming your email or something like that, or just not worth it. That's why I stay off of email, TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. I do Facebook because, you know, Facebook connects a lot with Google, so that they make those searches a lot more. I just don't do a lot of online chatting. Just people nowadays are looking for a reason to hassle you, and that'll probably work. Put a Bobby Garland on that, and yeah, we're an hour and 17 minutes in. Dang. 2 fish. Wow, that's slow for me. There comes that boat back. Might be slow for everyone right now. Your fish change up on the season, make it exciting. I've caught a couple drums so far. That's about it. That last drum was right by the bank, so I'm not sure why he was even in there. That's an odd spot for that big old drum to be set. I came down here and I saw a big old alligator gar with like a pound walleye in its mouth. You know, one of them big old alligator gar, you know how they get. And he was on the surface, you know, swimming away with this thing. I'm like, oh man, there must be some walleye and stuff around. I'll try down there and maybe I can get the gar. And they wouldn't have nothing to do with it. Yeah, drum. That's pretty much it. I found some nice little crappie jigs and stuff that if this doesn't pan out, I can always go back there and fish for them suckers. They've been exceptionally active the last couple of evenings, so do not drop a rock on your lighter, Michael. What a nice little explosion. Went out crazy, gotta love weirdos. I watched a few of you catching alligator gar. Yeah, they are nasty looking. They're gnarly. They're some mean suckers. I know there's some monsters down here, but the only ones I ever get are the ones that are about 4.5 to 5 feet long. And that's just because I can't land the bigger ones. I'm sure if I had, you know, heavier gear and that steel stuff, I could probably get a bigger one in, but to be honest, I don't even really want to. Them things are too mean. Alexa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, every once in a while I'll get to a spot down here and I'll find a nice couple blue cat or a couple flathead or something, but as far as the deep water fishing is concerned, it's dropped off quite a bit down here in St. Louis. Now the shallow water stuff, you know, stuff like white bass, other kind of herring and stuff, they're still feeding. I do know some folks that eat gar, and I've tasted gar, you know, when people have had fish fries. In the equivalency factor, I guess you would consider gar to as rattlesnake is to regular meat. It's extremely strong. Even after, you know, cleaning it properly and, you know, brining it and bleeding it, it's still really powerful meat. If you eat too much of it, it'll give you a headache, a stomach ache, something fierce. You gonna eat gar? Well, you can try it. My advice would get you a nice small short nose gar. Fillet the meat off the back. Because that's probably your best tasting part of the, and yeah, smoking gar, probably. I do know that gar's eggs, all species of gar's eggs are poisonous. So if you clean it and it has, eggs in its stomach, do not eat the meat. Yeah, there are some big alligator gar. Like I said, I only get them about 4 or 5 feet long down here because I can't land them any bigger. I'm sure there's bigger ones. Oh, yeah, they are protected in some places, aren't they? We have short nose, spotted, and alligator gar here. Now the short nose don't get very big. Maybe, no, it's the spotted ones that don't get very big. They only get like 4 or 5 pounds. The spotteds gets about to be about 20 something, and the alligators are, God knows what. I think it's one of those species that never die of old age. Lexus, have you caught walleye there before? Yeah, I have caught walleye here. This spring, I had a day I was fishing for flathead catfish, and I just hit a school of walleye, 2 or 3 pounds. Caught a lot of those half pounders. I think some of them were sauger and walleye mixed. It's hard to tell. And I tried for walleye recently, and there, you didn't mention earlier this. I just mentioned that big old alligator gar. Why I wanted to try for him. There was like a 4.5, 5 foot long alligator gar, and he had like a pound walleye in the tip of his mouth, and he was swimming at the surface with it. And I was looking like, what the heck is wrong with that gar? No, I think he was trying to keep it away from some other gar that were trying to eat his meal. Oops, sorry. It does that whenever I try to touch the screen. Sucker. Yeah, that was a weird looking I thought there was something wrong with it or something, but apparently it was running with that walleye in the mouth, and I think it was trying to keep it away from some other gar or something. You know how gar grab onto a piece of meat or something and just run with it? That's what he was doing. I got one by Jimmy, just one drum, and it was a big drum. It was a nice drum. It's been pretty dead. I'm definitely gonna go back and fish for white bass and stuff here in a minute. Jeez Louise. Did you guys hear that behind me? Something massive just, jeez. Sounded like someone threw a rock behind me. That's, thank you. Shout out to everybody. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks for coming in. What's going on? Let me check these baits again. This is my last cast from this spot, and I'll be moving back. Get some fish on. I'm getting bored. Now, I'm not even getting snagged out here. Just not getting anything. This has got a big thing of skipjack on there. And this has got a big night crawler on it.
rock's a good spot to keep the rod, but heck fire getting it out. And that's got a big old night crawler on it. So I'm not sure why I'm not getting any bites. Maybe cast a little bit closer. We're casting out there deeper. That drum was in close. Might not have picked up on that. That first bite, that drum was in pretty close. Let me try these last two casts in really close. No, worst that can happen is I get snagged. It's still deep there. It's still like 8 or 10 feet off, right off the shoreline here. I'm not great with this camera setup yet. I think I'm getting better with it. For years, I did the the live action type footage with the body camera and chest mount and all that stuff. This live stuff is a little new to me. All over. Ah. Stay where you are, Mr. Snakeys. Give me a break. As cold as it is, I know they're still out. Temperature is, I think, like 56, 57 degrees. Good thing is there's no wind and it's sunny. So that's the reason why you guys can hear me good. No dang wind to mess with the audio until I get a little mic to put on so that you guys can hear me all the time. I really hate, walking away and catching a fish and you guys can't hear me. Wow, where'd this rock come from? Dang. Oh. Slipped in. Be right back. Oh boy. The things I do for content. Helicopter. Need to pick up more? Yes, St. Louis, Missouri. Let's see, Archer, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you visiting. How's it going? I will, I suppose.
Give you a chance to sub to folks and them to sub back. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. What do I got for bait? Skipjack herring on the far rod and night crawl on the closer rod. It might be a bite on skipjack. Either that or something ran through the line. Because that rod bounced pretty good. Bellways is horrid, huh? I think it's a bite. Yeah, the far rod got hit. Either that or something ran through the line. I'm extremely close to the bank. Irish Baileys and Irish Cream. Dirt flavored one. We're just over an hour and 30 minutes in. One benefit of the way I fish is that I can move easily from spot to spot. Well, I don't know. Sandy's been around. No, they don't call them miners. You're not a miner, are you, Sandy? Oh, wait a minute. I saw you. Never mind. I saw you on one of your lives. Chopper, helicopter. Oh, plus. Okay. That sentence makes more sense now. That one typo can really mess things up. Oh, that was you? I waved. I don't think you noticed me though. On these rocks, I tend to blend in quite good. You would not notice me unless you were walking. Oh, there's a bite. See him? That was something. That far rod went like that a couple times. Probably got a big old cold flatty down here on the rocks. I can't believe that night crawler sitting there right by the bank is not getting a bite. You know the different kinds of things down here that hit night crawler? minute while I put all my stuff together, and we'll go back and at least fish for some skipjack herring and some white bass. Sound like a plan to you folks? Get some fish pulling on them lines. I'll probably set the camera up on the other side of that point where I'm fishing, so you guys get a much closer view of all that stuff. I'm so tired of that other side, and I have to. It kind of messes up my shorts. You know what I mean? I want that fish to be closer to you guys. So. I want you guys to see that stuff. You okay, by the way, Sandy? Are you healing okay? Duke and his wife while he was live. Yeah, if you didn't tune in, Sandy felt pretty bad on some rocks the other day while she was doing one of her lives. I think she's been watching me bounce around the rocks too much. Yeah, the arm was easy to fix. My back. Is black as night. Ouch. God. That sounds bad. Luckily, I've only fallen on these rocks down here once this year badly. I slip a lot, but I tend to recover quickly because I've slipped so many times over the years. I guess it's just become like an instinct on how to fall with. There's falling and there's falling with grace. Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me some. Yeah, every time I'm down here, folks are going to. You're gonna break your neck on them rocks. I really didn't even get anything out. All I have to do is put reel the rods in, put the box back in the bag, and we're good to go. And those skipjack are going nuts down there. I could see them. From down here, I could see them busting stuff down there. Now, they're hard as a bitch to hook. I've got a triple crappie jig rig on. I was fishing for them. And every cast, I'd be having 5 or 6 strikes, and I still couldn't hook the damn things. They were biting my Bobby Garlands in half. And I must have missed 30 strikes before I finally hooked one of those suckers. Should be entertaining, at least. All right, let's get back there, folks. I could probably sit down here for a couple hours, and I might get one, but I don't think it's worth the effort. I do not think so. There we go. Back in the saddle. You have a live coming soon? Enough, Mark? Mark's got a live coming up. I've been trying to catch everyone's lives, but everyone's popping them up this weekend, and it's hard to keep up with everybody now. For the longest time, people weren't running any lives at all, and on the holidays, I guess Halloween. I guess you could consider this a weekend for Halloween. You're at a retreat. Surprised you haven't. I'm surprised I haven't hooked up with anything big down here yet either. I mean, this looks awesome here, doesn't it? 2 big old chunks of skipjack herring out there. big night crawler there. It's interesting. Occasionally, what will happen down here is you'll have something massive in here, like a school of 60, 70, 80-pound blue caps, or a big school of gigantic alligator guard will scare the hell out of everything. There's a bite on my worm rod. There's a bite on the worm rod. Finally got a bite on it. He was gnawing on it too. He was pecking on it. I figured they were anywhere, they'd be in real close. That's a terrible cast. You do not see that. That's gonna get edited out. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that cast. I was just about to reel him in too. Something was ding, 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 ding. Probably a buffalo carp or something. Those things get really tough. People say those are cold water fish, but I catch 99% of all my buffalo carp when the water is the hottest. I mean, when you're out here baking and your worms are melting here at 103 degrees, that's when you catch some things. Yeah, that one gave me false hope now. Sucker. Whoa. Yeah, that hurt. Ouch. My ankle. He's got wedged in just the wrong place. Owie, owie, owie. No damage done. It just stings. That me? Probably. Yeah. Nope, that wasn't. Ping, ping, ping. Yeah, that's gotta be something small. Whatever it is, it's just nibbling that worm off. Whatever that is, really small. Yeah, that's just a couple chunks of skipjack out there. I'm amazed that's not gotten a bite, but just give this a couple more minutes. Maybe I can hook whatever this is. Probably not. I think it's too small for the hook. I think whatever that is too small for the hook. It was just going ting, 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 ting. Really gently.
with me again. Let's move her back. Back. Move it out. That's a Quit it. Yeah, this is the old Amazon combo I had, so it's, boy, that's just pecking. That's just too small, I can't even hook it. I'll fix it when it gets down there. It's got a clicker on it, seems to be stuck on. I never use that clicker because it never works right. Clicker's stuck on. Should be on. Yeah, that's a clicker on it, but I don't never use that dang thing. Alrighty. Take your Dramamine pills, everybody. Let's get back to that first spot. I think sometimes I'm doing this stuff. I just love fishing so much. That shemp thing. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. I hear people again. I hear people, but I don't see them. That's actually almost the worst of it already. Sometimes you find a path through this stuff that makes it easy one time, and the next time every rock seems to slip underneath your feet. I have to re-rig my rod over here, my worm rod, and put the artificial back on it. We're gonna go out over here, across the sand, little sandy beach, sandy toes, over the waterfall. I forgot about the steps. I'm hearing somebody, but I can't see him. Yeah, that was sand, so no damage done. Didn't hurt, just looked bad. Walk on all those rocks and I slip on the sand. But I suppose there are worse places to slip than on the sand. Because if I'd have been on the rocks, that would really have hurt. Let's see what kind of prints are them. Weird. Probably raccoon prints. Or dog prints. That's deer prints there. 2 hooves. Quite a workout down here. If you guys just tuning in, thank you, appreciate you. We're moving back over here to this point where I was getting all those strikes before.
try to see if I can set you guys up on a good angle over here to where you can see, because I'm gonna try and focus on these guys for a while. Assuming I do not drown in the waterfall. Let's see, which way do I want to go? Looks like over here might be good. This thing changes. That wasn't too bad. Didn't even get my feet wet. Woohoo! What do you think? No, those strikes were right here, so let me see if I can get you guys set up right here. Get a nice rock here for a flat surface. Rocks are flat, it's just getting the dang thing set up properly so it sits there flat. Whoa, slippery. I ain't done yet. Trying to figure out the best angle here. This would be great here, but the way the water's fluctuating, I'm not sure if I want to put the camera in the water. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. That wasn't too bad at all. Like that. Go to breath there. I can always lay all those cut bait out there. This rod ain't doing nothing. Well, it looks like it out there. Next to the nothing going on it, and I'm putting it on the rod. All else fails, you can breathe. Food holes right there. Well, that looks pretty good right there. We'll fall in one of these lives. You're gonna watch me do it. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. People just tune into my lives to see if that old man's gonna fall in the river yet. Yeah, with that angle, as long as I'm around that rock face right there, you guys should be able to see me pretty good. I could probably get bites on one here, but you know, these others are even better. Back up.
more I said about not leaving your stuff back there. Well, apparently I left the stuff back there. Right. Took me a full sucker to find a nice crappie jig, a nice hook, and I left the dang thing over there. How do you do that? Oh no, there they are. Never mind. I see about it. I see about it. Left that stuff over there. He leaves something over there. That's not even I don't even use this to walk back there and get it. What do you call this when you're using two separate trailer rig? Same, isn't it? They rig it up. That's right. That's right. Fully rigged up. Right. That bobber is in here. I left my Bobby Garlands over there. I'm gonna go get them. Tell me, Sandy, I left them over there. Been pecking on it.
Alright, I'll do that back as quick as I can. Hang on.
fishing. Almost back. Yeah, I left these down there. Had to go back and get them. That's the first walk, that's the second walk, and the third walk. Ooh, that can be green. Actually, pretty much the same technique I use in regular trout fishing before as well. Little profit jig, a trailer, weightless jig head with it. Right behind. It seems like when they're striking you, you can put a small weightless one behind it. That's the one they'll hit. They'll miss the first one and hit the second one right after. All right, we're finally here. Little valley garden, they bob about 2 feet. Really work slowly. Like, not all the way neck, ankle back today. Been there for years. Wrapped it all over. them, but they'll ever hear from. Not that. Not that one, man. You may have to move again. I see it here. It's not right here. Like they're down about, that's 20 yards downstream. Nothing is for you. Down here. I'm here. That's a pain if this is back. That's gonna be a pain if this up one. The voice cast is here. The spot's gonna get in my way. That's actually where the hook's man. That one hook's back. He's getting you out of the way. So I can push it better. That was standing right here. But your angle's like a step two. some reason all my cousins down here in temperature lab. Don't feel nothing like that. I see him down there. We're gonna catch these things. I gotta move down again.
I'm gonna leave all my stuff here and take you guys with me. This shoreline's bad. This is dangerous down here. This is one slip and you're in over your head. Bad stuff. This looks like where they're hitting down here, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to get down here. Now this stuff's bad. This is all chunk rock. Nasty stuff. Nasty, nasty stuff. I can't put my, where I had it the other day, I can't put that there because it's underwater now. Remember, I took you guys down here the other day. And unfortunately, I can't do that now. It's over it. I can see them busting up the surface right down here. Those little flicking things, those that got sound. Oh, felt that. You get near them there. We're gonna start hitting. Well, they're not kind of bad, they are bad. Got him. Hold on, dang it. What I say about them suckers being hard to hook, they are hard to get to keep hooked. Found them, I just gotta hook them now.
think grabbing that crappie jig would hook me, but I don't. Hooked him. Well, that's a little guy, but that goes to show how difficult they are. Why they're hard to catch? Look how little that guy is. That's a beautiful fish. Finally hooked one of you little suckers on film, huh? These little suckers are tough. Yeah, I ain't keeping this guy. He's gonna go back in the water here. Check that out. Just beautiful fish. These are so good for bait, but they at work today and let them grow up. Catch them another day. Took me long enough to hook one of those suckers, wasn't it, folks? Took me long enough to hook one of them little suckers. Guess everything's going okay with the feed. Yeah, we were off there for a minute. Manny girl, thanks for coming in. Terry. Yeah, those little suckers are pretty though. I had to totally switch tactics. I had to kind of give up on the catfishing and stuff and come down here and start fishing with artificials. Oh, that's a dang liner down here. Crap. Always doing that stuff. Leaving stuff places. Probably in my jacket. Oh well. Yeah, these rocks are mean. These are just like chunk boulders that are just small enough that they're gonna roll and put your whole weight on. A lot of the little small ones, they like to move underneath your feet. go. Right there. But don't come over here yet. They'll run in school. Hopefully they'll be back down here in a minute. So then I can kind of sail down and get these done. I just put one there on purpose. One thing about the Bobby Garland is very, very fast. He's flying. Let's get some more fish. They're out like that. He on the parking lot, I woke up there and I haven't seen but two or three strikes. School is right there now, only 5 feet from like that. Just put down. Oh, there they are now. Working on it. So one bust up closer. Imagine how fast this fish can move when you come. Yeah. Down a little further. Keep moving up. Now we can see where we are. They're getting closer. They're getting closer.
enough of these rocks for me. I'm gonna go back to that one spot. See what they do down there? They eat them to pieces. They basically bite off the ends of them. But let me check the live feed, see what's going on with everybody. Probably not much. We're almost 3 hours in, folks. We have helicopter. Thanks for coming back in, John Boy. Thanks for joining us. Been a pretty slow day, unfortunately. One skipjack herring and 2 drum, basically. It happens. Every so often things get a little cruddy. And I'm not sure why. I suppose it just the we had kind of a gloomy day yesterday, and you know, stuff changing around quickly. I'm even just trying for skipjack down there, and all they're doing is biting the tails off all my soft plastics. You can see them hitting down there. All those things flicking the surface. That's them. They're being a nuisance. Even with that little weighted double rig on here, they're not really hitting. That was a pop. You see that bobber go down quick? Yeah, that one hit it. Like he tried to bite the one that's in half. He tried to bite it in half again. What did I do there? I just let it sink and then just gave it a couple jerks in the current. Try to get this live up to 3 hours. That's see him pop it. Well, at least they're hitting. I mean, that's one thing. Look what he did. He bit the tail off of that one too. Look at that. Bit the tail off of both of them. Sucker. Some's got a stomach full of soft plastics. That's all right. I hope it gives him indigestion. Like they're right there. One back. No, they bit the tails off of both of them. They won't touch it. But I'll probably Sounds like a good plan. I'll just set this up on a cool little angle when we get back to our spot we were fit with all my gear and stuff, and just set her up for the evening. Big old snake skin. Yeah, I've seen Bob doing this. He's more mobile than I am. He'll move his stuff around quite a bit. So I'm just gonna set the sucker up right here for the evening. A nice cool view of the little babbling brook here. Set her up for the evening. I think we're kind of out of options today, I'm afraid. I want that. Kind of like, let's see. All right, I see the angle I want. Yeah, that's a cool little angle there. Sorry, folks, I didn't catch more. It's the very end of the season down here, and I'm afraid I might have run out my welcome down here on the Mississippi. Eventually, it'll get too cold for me to catch much of anything except a few drum and stuff. But awesome for you folks to coming in. I appreciate you hanging with me all this time. Yeah, that would be awesome if I could just keep it just like that. I gotta double tap screen. Get it. Yeah, that's a nice, beautiful little view. Funny how fan fart bubbles. Hey, Doug. And we have. Why aren't you a mod? Or is that a different account? I guess it's. You should be. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's a nice little view for the last maybe a couple minutes. Nice little creek sitting there. Little babbling brook. Guys can be a nuisance on occasion. Guess this is one of those days. I'm surprised I got them as many days as I did in a row. Well, I took a couple fish. I mean, big old drum, a couple skipjack herrings. Total ball. Yeah, you guys know I go across this thing all the time. Alrighty, what do we have? Just about to break it. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Helicopter. Thanks, Manny Girl. Thanks, Skipjack Cindy. Thanks, Sandy Toes. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. Appreciate you, folks. You know, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Last second, double tap it real quick. We've had 55 thumbs up. Thank you guys for coming in. That is kind of a beautiful scenery. So I will see you guys on the next one, hopefully. Thanks, Helicopter. Thank you so much for coming in. Guys, stay safe. Appreciate you so much for coming in. Keep them lines tight, my friends.